People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Now, people, it seems as if these youths, they are not listening. Whenever I tell them that, listen, this is the Black Cat channel. Black Cat channel, not meaning the sound system or selector. Black Cat channel, whenever I talk about you, you are going to be one of three things. Either you'll get locked up if you're lucky, you'll go DEAD, or both. You are going to get locked up and then you are going to DIE. This man did not listen. This man, his name is Twain Morrison, OC aka WASP. I spoke about him maybe about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, when there was a video that I had circulating over social media with an ex-hot man that was posing in front of a mirror and saying that he was going to take away some bloggers, not meaning a date with the resurrection. I said, listen, the chances are the lifestyle that you live, and bloggers including myself, is that you are going to go before us. People, I could not have said it less than a week or two ago before one of those men lost his life at the hands of the Popo. The video and picture that I am showing you right here, the picture actually is of WASP. WASP was in a video and he was posing with a tool along with some other MONKEY. You know, like them say, monkey see, monkey do. These yes men don't understand that, listen, it is illegal to be posing with any sorts of firepiece on social media in a real life. If that firepiece is hot, if it is not legal, it was not issued by the FLA, you never get it from the Popo or soldier. However, people, they don't listen, so therefore, there goes the problem or why things like this happens to them. Now, people, this man is from a place called Stephen Runs District. However, the incident occurred in Nain. Nain is in St. Elizabeth. Based on the information, it is said that Minister 3 o'clock p.m., the Popo knows that this man, Mr. Morrison, he was wanted for a couple of takeaways. His name was being called on a couple of robberies in a St. Elizabeth, also in a Manchester. So therefore, the Popo went to apprehend him. Now, people, I have maybe about 3 or 4 videos, some short, some long, one that is about 2 minutes or so, pretty much explains everything. Now, people, like me say, this man was always wanted. This man is from Stevens Run District. So this man thought that when the Popo come for him, he should take where he is from, literally. However, people, he should take where he is going, literally, that is hell, to the afterlife. In this video, the Popo was trying to apprehend him, meaning arrest him. Them roll upon him, him start run. Them run him down. Them finally catch him. When them catch him, after all of this cat and mouse game that he decided to play at the wrong time with the wrong people, when them catch him, he was resisting arrest. He was being boisterous. He was not listening. He was trying to get out of the handcuff. He was trying to get out of the hands of the Popo, and they were telling him to calm the FUCK down. However, people, he is the way that he is because him ears hard. And like I always say, a hard ears make for a soft ASS. Who can hear them I go feel till them no feel no more. So anyways, during this video, which is about 2 minutes and something long, The pawpaw them hold on upon him. The pawpaw them hold on upon him hand, hold on upon him foot, hold on upon him neck. I see H-O-K-E him, justifiably so, because him never a listen. Not only was he not listening to the pawpaw, he was not listening to people onlookers that were there. And I tell him, yo, Andre, I think them call him, calm the F-U-C-K down. Stop resisting arrest. It is too late. The people them come for you to take you to the place where you are most fitted. May I talk about the penal institution. However, people, not only was this man pretty much F-I-G-H-T-I-N-G, the pawpaw, him also a hold on upon them hand. Me ear so them finger broke, them wrist get sprained. Me ear so them get all sorts of injuries. However, the injury that they got was nothing close to what he got, and deservedly so. People, in this video, the man pretty much abide the pawpaw them pan them hand, pan them finger. Him a tell them say, listen, me now going on off a K-I-L-L me. And people, of course, you've heard the chairman of the Pawpaw Federation. You've heard high-ranking Pawpaw, SSP, ACP, DCP, all sorts of PPP. I say, listen, whenever you get in any sort of physical altercation with the pawpaw, whenever we come to arrest you and you resist arrest, we are here on a life-saving mission. And when they say life-saving mission, they are not talking about any sort of suspect, any sort of gunman, any sort of men that are WANTED for various crimes, such as WASP was, because he is gone. Now, people, here is the deal when it comes to this youth. This youth is a known violence producer. This youth is a known troublemaker. This youth is a known robber, known takeaway person. As a matter of fact, his latest, or one of his latest exploit is that it is said that he was responsible for the takeaway of his stepfather, because apparently she and the man in a some sort of altercation and him caught her, so therefore the son took some sort of reprisal. People may not know the intricate details. However, this is not his first rendezvous with the law. He has always been locked up for a month, for 6 months, for 2 years, in and out. It is like a revolving door as it pertains to the pawpaw and himself. And people, this was the last paradas, point blank and period. What made the situation even worse is not that he wasn't just not listening, he was also trying to disarm the pawpaw. Him hold on upon the rifle, him hold on upon the tool there at them waist. He was even holding on to a tool at the end of the man's shoes in him socks. People, can you imagine the audacity of this youth? And remember, this was not some innocent youth. The man had innocent Elizabeth for take what people life, not just 1, 2 or more. The man had fear rob the people establishment. Mr. C-H-I-N, Mr. B-L-A-C-K. He was an equal opportunity thief. And then the people come for you after all that you have done. After all the warnings that you got. I told you in that video that, listen, you are one of the DEAD man walking. You are walking a thin line. The life that you save might be your own only if you listen, only if you surrender to the pawpaw. If you go the alternate route, it is going to end up in an unconventional life-saving way. And people, he did not listen. So people, me just a say, sometimes you watch video and people a say, boy, them poor ya wicked, them poor ya this, them poor ya that, them never have to take with the youth, them never have to con up the youth. People, me no know if this youth was on some sort of take away himself mission. Me no know if this youth just decides to listen. It's either them take me right, yes sir, or me take them right, yes sir. Either way, me nah going. He said it himself in the video. His action spoke louder than his words. His words was that una have to KILL me first. Even after the people, not talking about the poor, somebody that sounded concerned, women and men alike. Everybody upon the scene, I tell him, say, brother, calm the FUCK down. Why are you acting like this? You are only putting yourself in harm's way. And people, such was the case in this case. Him pretty much called it upon himself. Point blank and period. Now people, the next thing that is popping in the news. It seems as if Netflix, it has nothing over Jamaica real life drama. Real life crime. Jamaica worse than anybody, any other place on planet Earth. Jamaica could not be a normal place, and it is not. Now this is based on a video and on a picture that I got that was said to have taken place in St. Elizabeth. Sorry, St. Thomas, my bad. Now people, this was based on an incident, tragic, that occurred in St. Thomas, where it is reported that a man, he was in some sort of altercation, verbal turn physical, wherein the man take off him head, left the body in some sort of bush. May have that picture there too. However, you know that this is YouTube. It does not qualify, not even in the first sense. However, there is a video also that follows this picture. And in this video, a man was in a vehicle, silver vehicle. This man was also laid out, leaned back in the car seat, as if he received a couple of holes in his head, in his upper body. Shall I say it was detrimental to his health. However, not only was he laying in the car with all sorts of red around through his nose, through his ears, through his eye, everything. There was a bucket that was clearly seen on the passenger seat of the car. It is said that it was the head of his victim that he took off. People, you hear me say. Him DEAD, all sorts of hole in a female head. However, there was a next bucket in the car, on the car seat, with the crown of his victim. People, if Jamaica is not the coolest place, it have to rank up the top 3, maybe 5. Could be Wasara of the most vicious place and evilest, wickedest people upon Master God earth. Point blank and period. So people, pretty much this man take with the man life, and the residents, the neighbors here, the neighbor them plot a blockade upon him, block the road, hold him at GUN point, hold him at farm utensil point, kitchen utensil point, and people, them give it to him. We are talking about Tarzan, Jane, and the little monkey cheetah in the worstest extent. People, them do him bad, and people, like me say, nobody is supposed to take away anybody's life if you cannot give life. So people, me just say, the rules of engagement in certain neighborhood, it has not changed. It has always been like that. Whenever you commit any sorts of atrocity that people deem to be wicked, especially against somebody that did not deserve it, and I am not going to say anybody deserved this. Me just say, the judge, the jury, and the EXCUTIONER, they are going to issue out justice very swiftly. OCAKA, the takeaway, the reprisal, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos straight to the point, straight on topic, no beating around the bush, show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And people, word to the wise. Whenever you are rising in life, there are always going to be some vipers that realize that, listen, this person's ceiling is in the stratosphere. Their potential is very vast. However, when they look within themselves, they realize that their ceiling is in the cellar, in the abyss of hell. So people, in order for these people to feel as if they are up, they are going to do everything within their means to get you down. People, it is called insecurity, point blank and period.